Isn't it amazing that we live in a 4.5 billion-year-old spaceship? A self-organizing, organic, resilient, complex spaceship. An ecosystem full of diversity, interdependence, and interrelatedness. Earth evolves and refreshes itself through a symphony of ongoing rhythms. It creates the conditions for life to evolve. It generates wealth with its flows and cycles. Earth is the model for a life-affirming economy. It is a fully adaptive living being, beautiful, highly creative, and self-sufficient. A deep understanding of our nature is fundamental to the design of our economic systems. Nature nurtures us with its capacity for life. It inspires us with its elegant design. In comparison, our present economic system is widely perceived as financial prosperity for the few in expense of a larger community. Its approach to value creation seems outdated and blind to humanity's present challenges. Let ours be a time remembered for the awakening of a new reverence for life. A time to pioneer new economic systems, to tune in to planetary wisdom, to generate wealth beyond money. Good for individuals and communities, truly sustainable and beautiful in its expressions. The unfolding story I'm about to share is the story of our collective journey. It's a story of a movement activated by the power of networks, enabled by technology, and driven by the conscious evolution of our species. Economy can be perceived as pretty boring if seen through the eyes of Wall Street, but I'll give you my definition. For me, economy is juicy. Economy is the way in which we organize our home, our planet, our society. It is the ways in which we make agreements on how we live, how we play, how we show up together. In essence, it is how we take care of each other, how we love one another. It's not the typical academic definition, but let me unfold the story through a set of 4 principles that will help us, that will enable us to move forward our capacity to create together a life-affirming economy. First one, creativity. Creativity is one of the deepest journeys of the human soul. Humans, we love to manifest. We create magnificent things, breathtaking things. Creativity, said Einstein, is intelligence having fun. We live in exciting times that require creative initiatives, but not as a reaction, but as a creation of something new. And there is an explosion of forms taking place to make and shape our collective economic journey. From urban gardens to do-it-yourself and maker movements, eco-villages, cooperatives, recycling, repurposing, upcycling, gifting, collaborative and circular economies, 3D printing, Internet of Things, relocalization, positive money, non-for-profit enterprises, peer-to-peer movements, humans and form, having fun. Many of these initiatives require the creative appropriation of technologies to be able to make them viral and to scale. Technology augments our capacities to manifest with the right consciousness. It will empower us to create a sustainable and regenerative future. To create a life-affirming economy, the heart of this movement, of these new collectives, must encourage mutualism, the spirit and the magic of the we in pursuit of a higher purpose, to create ever-increasing harmony, goodness, truth, and beauty. Sufficiency, our second principle. Do we live in a time of abundance or a time of scarcity? Our culture assumes that we can own pretty much anything: land, people, knowledge, nature. And David Lear gives us a very interesting question, and he says, how can something that is 50 years old actually possess something that is 4.5 billion years old? That would be like an 18-second bacterial cell in the tip of your fingernail claiming ownership of you. In any case, as humans evolve, our values change. And a belief that is growing stronger and stronger at the heart of this movement is that access is better than ownership, that not all things need to be mine for me to be able to enjoy them. Yet sufficiency doesn't mean to stop enjoying nice things. Sufficiency is a sense of empowerment to reveal the best of our human character. It is an opportunity to creatively meet our needs with the minimum of expense of our scarce resources. I believe we can pave new roads by making new choices. We all can be artists, exploring new ways of being, doing, and having to meet together the challenges of our times. Our third principle is nonviolence. Our present monetary system has a built-in architecture that leads to scarcity, centralization, and isolation. It extracts value from human soul and soil to create financial capital. Explore deep, and you will find money at the root of most of our global challenges. Many of us know the suffering it has caused to so many. So my question is, can we create nonviolent economics with our present monetary system? Is that even possible? Many use money as a tool for good, but yet my truthful answer is no, we can't. Why? Because money is an invisible architecture. Think about your DNA, how it structures and shapes your biological body. In the same way, invisible architectures structure and shape our society. Our monetary system, present monetary system, is scarce by design. And this artificial scarcity shapes many of the behaviors and the social outcomes that we witness. But money, too, is taking a fundamental evolutionary step into alternative currencies. It's building with a different architecture, basically moving from centralized authoritative models into distributed ones, just like music and media did. There is a lot of potential in currency design for creating nonviolent economic systems that truly express the heart of our human spirit. We're just beginning to tap into that potential, and you'll hear a lot about that in the future. Our fourth principle is generosity. Generosity is so intimate to all of us. It's the practical expression of love that we have with friends and family or communities. But what about the world of business? Is it perceived as generous? It seems to me that business has it backwards. And those traits that we must admire, like kindness and generosity and honesty and feeling, are seen of as a signs of failure. While those traits that we most detest, like greed and egotism and self-interest, are seen of as success. I believe that generosity is a disruptive technology for business. Many of us have been experiencing with that and building co-creative relationships in business where giving and receiving finds its own balance. And to clarify, generosity economy does not mean no money. It means changing the social agreement, the social contract, and taking money just as one instance of the wealth that we can create together. Business has an enormous potential to create a life-affirming economy, isn't it? It's incredible what it can do. Can you imagine if corporations were led more by generosity than for competition? A life-affirming economy is possible. New trends offer us compelling stories for meaningful change. It's an opportunity that is unprecedented in human history. I am compelled to change my own life and to risk and to fail and to pioneer. And I will do that in every arena where I sense a true possibility for life. It is for each individual to choose how they will participate in the advent of this new humanity. We have the opportunity to create together, to evolve our human economy together. And we have the perfect example in our Earth economy. After all, it is your responsibility. It is your choice. So take it. I thank you all for your attention. You have given me one of the purest forms of generosity. Thank you very much.